Hey everybody, it's me, Johnny, here with more reaction and analysis for Voiceplay. Today they released their cover of Valhalla Calling on Patreon. So I'm recording it on the day it's released on Patreon. I'm going to upload it shortly after they release it to YouTube. I'm intrigued by this one. I saw a teaser that they posted, and the only thing I noticed was a B0 sub from Jeff. Just something super crazy. So that's all I know going into this. I know that there's probably going to be B0 in here at some point. For the second time from Jeff after the Halo theme. Anyway, rambling a little bit. I'm excited. Let's just get into this one. Alrighty, we're live. Let's hit it. So that's the line that keeps repeating. It's I don't know where Valhalla Calling came from. I've heard the Paint Parish version, and I've also heard one. There's a TikTok trend that Eric Holloway did with a couple of other guys. Super heavy bass in there. It might be in the same key actually. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, I know that line from Valhalla Calling because I've heard it in both versions. That basic, which we're getting pretty high from, I'd guess, Ellie and Caesar up there in the high tenor octave before we add Jeff in. Oh, hang on. Ooh, juicy. Getting some super low chest notes from Jeff here. I don't have a B1 on my keyboard. It goes down to C2. So even with the dropped octave, I can't hit a B0 on my keyboard. That's my B1 sub. So good. I've tried to do it inhale, but it's hard to aim inhale for me so far. Anyway, so we do that line. It's not swung. We do that line 4 times. Each time it adds a little bit more musical content. And the last time, or I guess the third time, it bleeds into the melody. So here, I went too far. So I could get 3 reps, and the third rep turns into the melody that replaces the 4th time going through it. So each time we build a little bit more until we get to the familiar lyrics of Valhalla Calling.
Ships on vigor of the waves are skimming, bearing summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning.
Ooh. I guess that's not super high. Each horizon is a new beginning. That's higher than I'm used to hearing Lane go, though. Because I know he has more of a... I mean, that's not out of reach for any baritone singer. Yeah, that's just not the range we're used to hearing Lane. So, nice higher vocals from Lane there. But yes, we are starting with J-Nun on this melody, trading off harmonies between other vocalists.
Bearing summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign.
Also, are we holding that B0 this whole time?
Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign.
We went to an F sharp 1 at the end there. It might not be Jeff holding that the whole time. They might have just looped that one segment of audio. Unless he did hold it the whole time, because Jeff is definitely not human, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign.
Far from the fjords and the ice cold.
Yes, there. That's what Eric Holloway did in the super low octave.
Rise and reign.
Far from the fjords and the ice cold currents, ravens soar over new frontiers. Storms and sagas of a fate determined, shields and spears.
Ooh, okay. So, I do think that's a very very juicy decision to have Jeff do that all the way down. It was a subharmonic. I think it might have been beefier in chest voice. Might have added to the melody a little bit more. But still, I like that Jeff takes that line because this is definitely a song that you want to hear a lot of bass singer feature in.
Of a fate determined, shields and speed.
Vows of favor or the thrill of plunder, pull together for the clan and kin. Clank of hammers and the crash of thunder, pound with it.
We're going pretty strong with percussion here. We just get a boom, stomp clap effect there. I think I've noticed that's been going pretty consistently, and we switched to Ellie for the melody here, doing it in it's the same octave Lane did, but with a little bit of that metal grit that we're known to hear Ellie for, and it's just so cool. I love Ellie's voice.
Pull together for the clan and kin. Clank of hammers and the crash of thunder, pound within. Oh, the echoes of eternity.
So Jaden is on the melody there with those grace notes. I think it's something like that. But then we also have somebody belting up here, or maybe here. I think that's right. It's probably Caesar and Ellie holding those belts for the first measure of each rep that Jaden is doing that so far.
Echoes of eternity. Valhalla calling me.
Yeah! Up there, metal. Up to a C sharp. Ooh, juicy.
Love calling me. To pluck the strings of destiny.
Caesar for the win. What the heck?
Pluck the strings of destiny.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Caleb Hyles, because when I listen to Caleb Hyles, I'm always astonished by the theatrical and bold and big presence that he carries on screen, and that's what Caesar's part there reminded me of.
To pluck the strings of destiny.
Like, you really have to enunciate the consonants to get that theatrical tone, and you push with a lot of air to get like that the big theatrical tone. Keep going to that. But yes, very nice vocals from Caesar there.
Pluck the strings of destiny. Valhalla calling me.
So yes, B1 from Jeff there again.
Calling me.
Ooh, gets the anger in his calling me. Ooh. This is why I love Caesar.
Valhalla
Also, was Jay up there? Very nice.
calling me.
What just happened? Oh my gosh! What is this? Voiceplay. I'm broken. We're not halfway through and I'm broken. Oh my gosh.
Valhalla calling me.
So whoever arranged this wrote a new chorus for the song, and there's no lyrics present here. We're just very high on impact and vocals, and there's a good bit of editing here to make it more impactful. But like, it's just such a full crazy sound to be hearing.
Valhalla calling me.
That's Ellie up there. There's some editing on that to give it a more almost like robotic, like techno feel. But up there on that high belt. And you'd think the computerized effects would take away from the acapella-ness of the piece, and maybe it does, but it just adds so much epicness. Oh, that's juicy. I'm listening to this again. You can't stop me.
Self-destiny. Valhalla calling me.
Valhalla calling me.
Voiceplay is gonna kill me. So we got Nothing Else Matters, which is freaking incredible. I really liked In My Room. I think I liked it as much as Nothing Else Matters, even though it didn't have the same level of epicness. We had Golden Hour, which I also really enjoyed, though not quite as much as the first two, just because, I don't know, it's not quite my style as much, but it's still incredible. But then this, oh my gosh, another Nothing Else Matters in terms of epicness. Keep in mind, we're not halfway through, so they have a lot more time to blow my mind.
Sails are swaying on the crimson river, blood and glory in the fighting fields.
Shields are shattered into splintered timbers, iron and steel. Fires are rising and the bells are ringing. Glory, take us into.
No, stop it! Good lord.
Shields are shattered into splintered timbers, iron and steel.
Sorry, you're getting a camera full of my afro.
Fires are rising.
Okay, so we start with Jeff, like down there on that octave, and then Jay takes it up, and we get a lot of grit from Jay here, almost imitating Ellie's metal kind of grit.
Glory in the fighting fields.
Shields are shattered into splintered timbers, iron and steel. Fires are.
Yeah, not quite with the same metal grit, but just a lot of grit from Jay, and something happens like some kind of like it sounds like a war cry going on in the background there, leading up to Ellie's part, which he does as he like does the sweeping motion with his hands.
And steel. Fires are rising and the bells are ringing. Glory, take us.
That's freaking ridiculous.
Fires are rising and the bells are ringing. Glory, take us into Odin's halls. Golden glitter and the sound of singing. Asgard's call.
Come on, Voiceplay, give me a break already. No, don't give me a break. Keep it coming. It's so metal. He does it in kind of like a mix. It's not full belting, because that would be insanely high for a male to sing, for any male of any voice type to sing in full chest voice. But even with that mix, he puts so much energy and grit into it, and it's so freaking cool.
And steel. Fires are rising and the bells are ringing.
And even the fact that he scoops into that ding. I went to the wrong note. It almost changes the melody up a bit, but I don't know why. It just makes it so much cooler. Did you hear that there, where it kind of tripped the B a little bit going up to the D? There's just no freaking way, dude.
The echoes of eternity.
Oh, and there's the theatrical voice from Caesar again. Excuse me.
The echoes of eternity. Valhalla calling me. To pluck the strings of destiny.
What is happening? High B belted there from Caesar.
Valhalla calling me.
And there again. That's happened a lot, but in Voiceplay covers before. I heard that in Dream On. A lot of computerized editing in Enemy, and just a bunch of songs where they do that kind of like I wouldn't know how to describe it. It almost adds like a robotic effect just for a brief moment in the vocals, but oh, it's so cool. And how it like fades in and then back out in this section.
Calling me, whoa, whoa, to pluck the strings of destiny. Valhalla calling me.
And Ellie up there again. So freaking good.
Valhalla calling me.
I need a breather. Let's continue.
Valhalla calling me. Valhalla calling me.
I hate when voiceplay covers break me. Look at this green screen here, the way it switches. But I hate when voiceplay covers break me because it feels like I'm not actually talking about any of the musicality behind the arrangement. And I'm just freaking out about it, which I think is fine. And I got a good reception on my Nothing Else Matters video for doing the same thing. But oh my gosh, it's just so freaking cool. There's just so much going on, both in the visuals, which is like, both the visuals in the arrangement are like My Mother Told Me, their cover of that, but like up 20 levels. It's just insane.
Me, Valhalla calling me.
Like, okay, so right there, the same belt that I talked about before in the previous chorus. The reason I like that so much is because when you're in a minor key, there are two dominant chords. So we're in B minor. So this is the tonic chord. B, D, and F sharp. That's a minor chord. But then if you're to build a dominant chord, which is a chord built on the 5th scale degree, that F sharp, you have two ways to go. You can do a minor dominant, which does resolve to the B minor. Or you can do a major dominant, which resolves as well. So if you compare the two, versus you hear the major one has a lot more tension building into it, just because they're a little bit closer together then. But what they're doing here is they're going from the minor dominant to the major dominant and then resolving, which is why I think it adds so much more tension and impact to that high belt there. Hear that? I don't know, it's just everything about this chorus. There's like the effects on it just make it so much more powerful.
Eternal like I'll never die. Getting revenge and eye for an eye. Ready for battle and ready to fight. Ready for war, right at the drop. Ended with blood from the head of my ops. This how I go, it don't ever stop. This what I do, I'm up at the top. Wrap the hell raining down. When it come, they hit the ground. They all end up 6 feet under. Their souls end up in the clouds. Fight for the crew cause we'll bleed and we'll brawl. Always protect to be free, never fall. Fight for the glory, the conquer, the creed, and we'll never forget Valhalla.
The echoes of eternity.
Alright, that's it. It's been a long time since I've had to like take a break from a video because it was just so... Voiceplay, what are you doing? Why are you so good? So we go from the second chorus into this rap section that... I don't know who arranged this. It doesn't say it on Patreon. But somebody wrote a whole rap for Jadon. I wasn't even listening to it because I was just astonished. So let's listen to it again.
Feeling like a king, I'm more like a god. Feeling eternal like I'll never die. Getting revenge and eye for for an eye. Ready for battle and ready to fight. Ready for war, right at the drop. Ended with blood from the head of my ops. This how I go, it don't ever stop. This what I do, I'm up at the top. Wrap the hell.
There's so much to listen to. So, I want to know who wrote this for J-Nun because it's lyrically incredible. Even in just this first half that I'm listening to. But then you have the backgrounds, which are kind of electronically faded out to make more room for J-Nun. But you have Ellie up here. This is war. And kind of the metal belt, which again is electronically drained out a little bit. But this is gonna kill me, guys. I can't get through Valhalla Calling. I can get through Nothing Else Matters, but this one is the end of me. I didn't even have super high expectations for it. But oh my gosh. Let's hear how it ends, though. Let's continue.
Go, it don't ever stop. This what I do, I'm up at the top. Wrap the hell raining down. When it come, they hit the ground. They all end up 6 feet under. Their souls end up in the clouds. Fight for the crew, cause we'll bleed around.
More B0. That's F sharp. I don't know. Inhale's hard, guys.
6 feet under, their souls end up in the clouds. Fight for the crew, cause we'll bleed and brawl. Always pretend to be free, never fall. Fight for the glory, the conquer, the freedom, we'll never forget. Valhalla.
And then everything drops, and we just get Caesar's pretty voice that we know him for. Oh my gosh, so good.
The conquer, the freedom, we'll never forget. Valhalla.
The echoes of eternity. Valhalla calling me.
To pluck the strings of destiny. Valhalla calling me. Valhalla calling me. Valhalla calling me.
Valhalla calling me.
Valhalla calling.
No way. I just stopped trying to analyze it at some point just because. Let's listen to the last minute of this.
Pluck the strings of destiny. Valhalla calling me.
So the song itself is pretty repetitive, but they're finding every way just to take that repetition and craft it into like the juiciest awesomeness that could possibly be crafted. And just so much goes into this. Everybody's stealing the show. Oh my word.
Valhalla calling me.
Ooh, listen to that. Feel that Lane does that.
Calling me. Valhalla calling me.
Like you put the electronic effect on that last half, so it gets something a lot like the snort he does in Enemy, just like a very bass drop kind of feel.
Valhalla calling me.
You know what? As I'm listening to this chorus again, what I kind of feel like is happening is there are a couple of different counter melodies that are written, but they're electronically also put up an octave, which is where we get the electronic effect and the awesome high belting layered effect. I could be wrong about that. I honestly have not the slightest clue what they're doing here to make it sound so awesome, and I'm never going to get over how awesome it sounds. But dude, it's just ridiculous. Ellie casually going off this oh with those high B's up there.
Valhalla calling.
No, I did the up motion because I knew he was gonna go up there, but we also have Caesar going in the background.
Calling.
And I know we heard a lot of Caesar's like super high stuff, and he did the in Dream On, and he also had a couple in Nothing Else Matters and In My Room, but like the super super high like belty mix that Caesar does, that's just freaking awesome. That they layered the two high tenors like belting over top of each other. It's just so cool. Oh.
Me, Valhalla calling me.
Valhalla calling.
And such an abrupt ending, but with all of that reverb piling down on it, I don't even know what to say, guys. Like I said, my expectations were not really that high. I really like My Mother Told Me, and I listen to it a lot still, but it's like, I don't see it as Voiceplay's best or most like creatively charged. But oh my gosh, not only did they 1-up it, but they like 10-upped it. I'm not gonna get over this one. I definitely have a favorite of the four this year. And I'm about to drive to Westchester, which is about an hour from where I live, and I'm probably going to play this on repeat for that whole hour. So don't mind if I do. I'm going to end my video here, just because I think I've overstayed my welcome. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Please subscribe to Voiceplay. They really, really deserve it. And also go sponsor them on Patreon, because they also really, really deserve it. And you get perks like getting to see these videos early. So, oh my gosh. Goodbye.